This is the last call for fantasy football. And not going to work this time. We started over the recording because Justin was messing with me, and now he's being a dickhead. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Ready to start the show?
Cool.
Let's do a fantasy football show today. All right. Cheers to that.
I guess. Cheers, mate.
I mean, we don't have to do this if you don't want to. We could just quit. We just call it quits. 23 episodes in on October 3rd. RIP to the show.
We might
could do it. Cheers. Let's get this thing going.
I'm not fucking leaving.
I hope not. I'm having fun doing this. I don't know about you, but this consumes a big portion of my life now. A lot more than I thought it would. Between prep and just general thinking and ideas and coming up
Takes
with
a lot of like
mental
in my
space.
head.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
obviously we only do this for. We probably spend 5 hours a week.
Yeah. Not to give away our secrets and stuff, but throughout the work day, we come up with some ideas and then come and sit on here and ramble for about 45 minutes to an hour and 15. But I'm enjoying it. We're ready for another Thursday night game. It is prior to the Thursday night football game, October 3rd, 2024. Again, prior to the Bucks and Falcons. Just to reiterate real quick what our score predictions were. Justin said the Falcons win 24-13, and I went the opposite end of the spectrum. Bucks 31-27. So I'm gonna keep an eye on that.
So you guys will have already watched the game.
Yep. So
when this comes out, so you guys will
already.
Like,
what's his name? Oh, what's that kid's name? Ralph from The Simpsons? No, that's not Ralph.
No, it's not Ralph. Ralph is the
the I'm in danger. No, he's like
I'm in danger.
Oh, what the hell is his name? The Simpsons people will yell at me. Caleb, don't yeah, that guy. Anyhow, we got more predictions to get roasted.
You think he's the same guy who did the?
Oh, from the.
That's what I call cow tipping.
What's the name of that show? I want to say Backyardigans.
The Barnyard.
Barnyard, yes. Back to the Barnyard. Back at the Barnyard. That's what it's called.
No, I won't.
We're
Dude, I cried.
Oh, in the movie?
Yeah, when he gets. I won't spoil it for people.
The movie's 15 years old. You can spoil it.
He dies.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord have mercy. All right, let's kick this thing off. We got a fantasy football show to get to. We're going off the rails here. We have Back on Track and It's a Trap today, and a little parlay action going. Justin, you're going to have to pull that up. It's on my phone, the screenshot, so you're going to have to go over that parlay when it comes to time, because I sent it to him. We've got a spicy parlay for this Sunday and Monday. There's one on Monday there. But let's kick this thing off.
Fantasy football parlay.
Ooh. Last call. Fantasy football parlay.
Double it.
I promise we're not drunk or high doing nothing. We're just having a great time here on the Last Call Fantasy Football, man. Let's get back on track. You see what I did there? You like that?
It's cow farm. They're gonna have cows on the cow farm.
What? I'm not even gonna acknowledge that one. Back on track.
Let's get back on track.
Who are our back on track players this week? These are players, remind you, that had a dumpster fire or a underwhelming game last week, but they're going to get back on track this week. Someone that you're going to be happy plugging in your lineup and going to help you win your week. So, number one for me, I'll kick it off. Real strong. I'll kick it off real nasty, like real disgusting. Straight from the bottom of the dumpster. Scrape it and lick it. It's Javonte Williams. Boo. Boo. Boo.
Yeah, we might have to end the show here.
See, but yes, alas. Javonte Williams last week, he started to get it back on track, but he didn't get back on track to the point where he would have a week where you would expect. So that leaves me to believe that this is the catalyst to launch him forward against a terrible, decrepit Raiders defense. He was 16 carries for 77 yards and 2 catches for 3. So a total of 8 fantasy points in standard, which is like doesn't really help you win your week, doesn't murder you, but still, I think he gets back on track from the entirety of the beginning of the season. He's the lead back. Tyler Beatty, whatever his name is, he is out of the picture. They signed, the Broncos signed Salvin Ahmed to the roster because they lost Audric Estime, they lost Beatty, and now it's just him and Jaleel, and the Raiders are going to be terrible on offense this week. Their defense isn't very good, so they're going to be able to run the ball, finally going to be able to run the ball and give Bo Nix some time. I think Javonte Williams gets back on track this week.
I think that's a biasy.
Tell me where in there, what did I say just now that was based off of biases?
The fact that you're a Broncos fan?
No, but I'm saying with the Raiders' bad defense, no Devontae Adams this week. It's at home for Denver.
I don't know.
He got 16 carries last week.
What's his name?
Jaleel?
No, the defensive end.
Max Crosby?
Yeah, is he playing?
Yeah. Maybe.
He can shut down a game.
Yeah, he's going to sack Bo Nix 3 times, but that ain't going to matter handing off the ball.
You might sack Bo Nix for even hands off the ball.
You know, Bo Nix has only been sacked 5 times on the year so far.
He's pretty quick, so
yeah,
it's pretty shifty.
Oh, I need to find the tweet with the stats between him and Russell Wilson taking sacks. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. The number of sacks that he took. Same old line, same everything. But anyways, so I don't think it's bias. I'm hoping he gets back on track for personal reasons, but I think that the science backs me up. And 16 carries last week in a game that was gross, low scoring, was able to get 77 yards, I'm sure. You know, I didn't look at the total box score, but I bet you he had the most yards of any player in that game.
Wait, so he had a good game last week?
Yeah, but not like fantasy relevant good want to start him week. He had 77 yards.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay. That's what I think. Yeah, I think it's going to be like that for him all year.
I think you can start him and he will help
happy.
you. Well, I mean, yeah, I'm happy anytime my guys get touchdowns.
Well, I'm saying you're not going to be happy if he doesn't get touchdown.
I disagree.
I'd be very shocked if he rushes for more than 100 yards. Which is what you need if you're not going to have a touchdown.
Yeah, but I mean, calling for 100 yards for your running back every week is tough to do.
Yeah.
But, and just with him and Jaleel, I think they'll split the work and both be effective. But Javonte is still the guy. He'll get the work. Bad defense, opportunity at home. Broncos win. Let's ride.
All right.
Go on. I told you I started off nasty. It'll get a little better.
Mine is decently nasty too. Through 2 weeks, we would have said that this was a no-brainer, but after 4 weeks, now we're saying it's nasty. So my back on track is Ramondre Stevenson. He has had a putrid last 2 games. I believe he didn't even score a point 2 weeks ago, and last week he had about 4 points. Miami's defense is just really bad against the run, and I also don't think that the Patriots Miami's offense isn't going to be able to score. So the Patriots are going to get up, and they're just going to run the ball. I think Antonio Gibson could also have a good game. I think Ramondre is going to be the lead back, though, and they're just run it all game. He's going to get over 20 carries.
Yeah, I mean, Ramondre had 4.2 points, and he's fumbled in all 4 games this year. I'll just say it now because I can do whatever I want. It's our show. Antonio Gibson might be a sneaky pickup with Gerard Mayo talking about like reversing their roles. Like Antonio Gibson has been more efficient than Ramondre aside from week 1, and he's not put the ball on the ground. So they said ball security is job security, and if they don't live up to their own standards by doing something about that, then the players aren't going to respect them. So
Yeah.
don't be shocked if Antonio Gibson is more involved and has a better game than.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I would be semi-surprised. I feel like it's just coach talk what he's doing about the fumbles.
It could be.
I think he's basically just telling Ramondre passive aggressively, look, stop fumbling the fucking ball. Um,
Fair.
Honestly, Antonio Gibson is so puzzling. I still think that he is a starting running back in this league. He never was a bad running back on the field. He had the same problem as Ramondre fumbling,
Mm-hmm.
and that benched him. But he is an electric running back, and even when he got a ton of carries, it wasn't like Tony Pollard where they gave him the workload and he couldn't handle it. Antonio Gibson was great a couple seasons ago.
Yeah.
It still puzzles me. I don't understand
And
how
it
he's
was
not.
still on bad Washington teams, so
If
that
he
doesn't
had gone
help.
to Denver, I think he would have blown every running back on that team out of the water.
Probably because they all suck, except Javante
Yeah.
this week. All right. You know who's gonna get back on track? Boy, Caleb's gonna appreciate this. It's his man Travis Etienne. Travis Etienne was 11 for 50 last week with 1 catch for 10 yards, 6 points. This is a guy who I was very, very, very close to drafting. Ended up taking Derrick Henry instead, so it worked out for me so far. But Travis Etienne, he is playing the Colts, and I've said it, and it's been proven. They had the one game against who they just play,
Well, they shut
Steelers.
DeAndre Swift down to 15 yards,
yeah, and
and then they shut down
Najee.
Najee to less than 20 yards.
So you got a 50-50 split here. We got 2 great games, 2 bad games. You know, given up for fantasy running backs. Except I think Travis Etienne is a better running back than
Which you also
DeAndre
have Joe
Swift.
Mixon and Josh Jacobs, and you have
Right.
DeAndre Swift and
Najee. So that's
Najee,
my
so.
point here. Is with the good backs in a divisional game, I think he gets it done. Is he going to be a world beater because the Jags can't seem to put together a full game? Who knows? But he's going to beat 11 for 50. I mean, that's even a good average, yards per carry. 11 for 50. That's fine. And he's banged up. Bigsby's banged up, but I think he gets back on track against Indy. So Caleb, be confident. Get back in the W column. No more dumpster bowls, turd bowls with 80 points for you this week.
I think his issue hasn't been like obviously he's efficient. He's a good running back. It's just Tank Bigsby. That's been his issue really.
Mm-hmm.
It hasn't even been the matchups or anything like that. It's just been you have to get, even if you're 5 per carry, if you only get 10 carries, it's 50 yards. So you gotta get work. You gotta get 15 to 20 carries.
And he hasn't scored a
to be good
touchdown
fantasy running back.
all year, right? Or am I misremembering? Maybe week 1.
I feel like week 1 he actually was really good, but yeah, I like your pick because I think that the Colts.
No, oh yeah,
I think it's gonna level out.
he scored.
We had 2 games where the Colts were just blitzed, like they were the worst team in football against the run. They had 2 weeks where they were one of the best. I think it's gonna be the answer is somewhere in the middle. They're probably a middle of the pack defense against the run. Pretty good matchup for a running back that is talented, like like an ETN.
That's what I'm saying.
So you probably don't want to start like a Javante or a Najee, DeAndre Swift. You don't want to start those middling running backs against them, but I think your
The good
locked
ones
and
will
loaded
get it
guys, I think you're going to expect good things from them against Colts.
I like it. There you go, Caleb. Who you got, J-Bo?
I'll tell you right now, this might be a little biasy right here.
Oh no, is it Michael Pittman?
It's Bijan Robinson.
Tonight, we'll find out.
Honestly, mostly because I'm just like playing the numbers game.
Because it's about damn time he's due for a good game.
Yeah, I mean it's been 4 weeks and he's been productive, but he hasn't had a good fantasy game. So he's been good in the NFL, but as far as
the only week that he
touchdowns,
scored,
he hasn't had a touchdown.
He had low yardage totals. So it
was against the Steelers.
Yeah, so
yeah,
low yardage
so I think
totals
he's gonna
with a touchdown is the same as high yardage totals with no touchdowns. So he's like in the middle of the pack.
Right. I think he'll put it together this week. I think he'll have 1 or 2 touchdowns, and he'll have the production that he always has, about 75 rushing yards, probably 30 receiving yards, something like that.
Yeah, I'm in. I think he has a good game too. So we'll see here in a little bit. Are we gonna recap this game after? Want to?
It's up to you.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if we get spicy.
See how we're feeling. You'll know.
We'll know. My final back on track. Here you go, Caleb. Apparently, I'm thinking Caleb's gonna have the greatest week of all time. It's Josh Jacobs. Justin says, "Boo! Josh Jacobs fucking sucks." No, Josh Jacobs is great. Last week he was 9 for 51, a better yards per carry than ETN. 6 targets, but only 4 catches for 17 yards. So the dude's still heavily involved. Still got it. He just didn't get the volume that was needed against.
Well, they have to give
Vikings.
the ball to Emmanuel Wilson, the better running back on the team.
Get the fuck out of here! You're disgusting. He's a fine. I think Emmanuel Wilson is a good stash, like a good handcut. Like if you're the Josh Jacobs owner.
For real. No, he actually does look really good.
Yeah, no,
I was just joking, but he is a good running back.
Yeah. But they play the Rams this week. The Rams have been a god-awful defense. I think the Packers are going to run away with this game. So I think they're going to lean on the run. So he's going to get back. I mean, he got you what? 7 points, 6.8 points last week in standard scoring. 6 targets for running back is great. Like they normally don't get that. So I'm in on Josh Jacobs this week. Caleb, have mercy on their soul after your 2 running backs have redeeming games this week. So
yeah, I think that all the Packers players, Wicks, Reed, Jacobs, Love, they're all going to be great.
I know.
Kraft.
I wanted to put Jordan Love like back on track, like start Jordan Love. But yeah, he was a number 2. Yeah, he was so good last week. I couldn't do it.
Like 38 points in our league.
I know. But wrap us up with the back on track.
All right. All right. It's been a trend. I'll bring him back up. I talked about him last episode. I'm gonna talk about him this episode.
But were you right the last time?
What do you mean?
You said you brought him up last episode. Now I'm gonna bring him up.
Like yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Keon Coleman.
Okay.
Keon Coleman's my back on track player.
That's tough though because he had his like best performance of the year so far.
No, that was 2 games ago. Did he caught that touchdown?
Oh, that's right. I forgot he had that touchdown game. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, so last game he had 5 points. He had 57 yards. I just think that I wanted to bring this up in general. We're too quick to judge wide receivers, I think, especially early on in the season. And like if you look back in past seasons, there's so many times that you drop somebody on the waiver wire early in the season, like a Michael Pittman or a Terry McLaurin, and then they end up dominating the end of the season. Somebody picks them up and they win with them because
if you're Justin, it's Justin Jefferson. He drafted his last pick his rookie year.
That was
dropped after 2 weeks.
Yeah, whatever. Anyways, I don't know how many times you're gonna bring that up.
I'm gonna bring it every time because it's hilarious.
I just want to bring up a few names that I think are kind of similar to Keon Coleman right now, where I think we forget that like a quarterback and receiver relationship is honestly one of the most important things. It doesn't even matter how talented the receiver. I mean, it does. Don't get me wrong, but the relationship. You saw Aaron Rodgers turn.
I was just about to say
somebody. Tom Brady turned Julian Edelman into a Hall of Famer. It's more about the relationship than it even is their talent. But everybody's talented at this level. Everybody.
Think about that. Think about Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams. Think about Ben Roethlisberger, Antonio Brown,
Jordy Nelson,
Aaron Rodgers, and Jordy Nelson,
Edelman, Welker.
I mean, what other primetime duo?
Cobb.
Like even right now, Mahomes and Tyreek Hill
and
back in the day. Mahomes and Motto. Get over here, Motto. Anyways, the point still stands.
Yeah, I just want to say, like, I think there's a couple players that could we could be judging them too early. Garrett Wilson, Aaron Rodgers wasn't in camp. They didn't have that relationship built, and that's honestly been the issue. Garrett Wilson's been open. They just don't. They're not on the same page. Drake London, again, not a lot of time camp together, coming from the Achilles, and then also McLaurin. He has a rookie quarterback, and it seems like they're starting to get things firing as well. So going forward, think about it.
Last Call Zelda is joining the party today. Good thing your chair's there covering her asshole. Nope, there it is.
Oh no, we're demonetized now.
No, what is she
What?
doing?
Remember that Bob's Burger episode?
Damn!
Oh my god! Yo, chill. Oh my goodness, cover that thing up.
Girl, Tuesday night specials at Tootsie's is where you belong.
Oh my goodness.
Damn. Yes, I know.
Now
We
it's all
see
up on
you.
my grill.
I know. The dog of
So
the
right
show.
here, right here. What's that? Up here?
She's gonna jump into your lap and just like knock your computer over.
Nah, she's chill. She's chill. She actually just broke her toe.
Broke her toe.
Well, her nail. So her nail was completely sideways, which I've never
Damn.
seen a dog do. Yeah, it was bad.
Gross.
We had to take her to the vet because I actually read that a lot of times dogs, if they break their nail close enough to their actual finger, it'll bleed so much they can bleed out.
I know. Well, yeah, because the blood vessels that run through there are crazy. Also, look at how this dog is laying. This is ridiculous. Oh no, you gotta show her back
How'd she
legs.
hear you? I think she heard you.
May May. Girl, what are you doing?
Chill, you big chillin'.
All right, love you, May May. All right, that's it for Back on Track, right?
Yep.
All right, cool. I was gonna say I did Josh Jacobs, Etienne, Devontae, and Justin had Bijan,
Bijan, Ramondre, and Keon.
Bijan, Ramondre, Keon. That sounds good. Bijan, Ramondre, Keon. Bijan, Ramondre, Keon. I like it. That was gonna be really fucking loud on the video. that was loud in my ears. Ear rape warning. Sorry. It's time for It's a Trap. Players, the exact opposite. Had a great game. Now they're gonna stink it up. So I'm gonna tell you first who's gonna stink it up. And this one might be a little spicy because he's on a heater.
Tell me, Daddy.
He's on a heater. Chubba ding dong, Chuba Hubbard, running back.
I thought you were about to say Nick Chubb. I was like, what the fuck?
Yes, he is going to be a trap. Do not start Nick Chubb this week. No, Chuba Hubbard. Last week, he ran for 18 carries, 104 yards, and 1 touchdown with 4 catches, 17 yards. 22 opportunities for Chuba Hubbard. That's nuts.
Mm-hmm.
He has benefited, I was going to say more than anyone, but Deontay Johnson. He's benefited second most from Andy Dalton taking over under center. They have a great O-line. He's had success 2 weeks in a row. They play the Bears this week.
Yeah.
Not that the Bears are world beaters on the ground. I just think that the Bears win this game.
I think they are.
No, they're better through the they're much more easily run upon than they are through the air. That's been the going trend for the Bears, but I just think it's an overall situation type thing. He's going to come down from the heavens of being, I mean, God, what was 104-1 with 17 receiving yards last week? Like RB 6, 7, something like that. So don't accept the expect.
Do you think he's gonna have a bad game, or do you think he's just gonna be okay?
I think he might get you like $40-$50. You know, yards, bucks.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I know what I was doing.
No touchdowns.
No, I think the Bears run away with this. I think this is the coming out party for the Bears.
I hope you're right. I have the Bears defense.
Yeah. So it's just a gut check call. I think it's time to come down for Chuba Hubbard.
Caleb Williams said, I'm coming out, so you better get the party started.
We're really on one today. We're going to lose another subscriber.
Yeah, who unsubscribed?
They're not going to answer. They ain't watching no more.
I have your IP address. I'll find you.
And I will kill you. Moving on. Number two. Tell me who's your first trap player?
My turn.
It's a trap.
It's a drop for Jamar Chase. I already brought it up. Baltimore has his number. Really bad. 43 yards in 2 games last season.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's basically it. And Baltimore has really good defense this year.
They're better defending the run than they are the pass, but
Yeah.
I feel like you're doing the same thing like that I'm doing with Chuba Hubbard, like an overall situation type,
Yeah.
just general feel for the game. They have a good defense, like you said. It's just where does it come from? They're better against the run,
It's a
but
divisional game. I think it'll be
Mhm.
more of a nitty gritty rather than a high pass scoring game. So yeah, I don't. I think it's
Yeah,
gonna be a nasty
and
game.
uh, the line for Jamar Chase receiving yards on our Hard Rock Bet app was I think 72 and a half yards for Jamar Chase. So safe to
No,
say
it was low. It was like 58.
no, we'll see in a minute because you can pull up our parlay because sneak peek his under is on there. But yeah, I agree. I'm not a fan of Jamar Chase this week, but that is the biggest one that could just like come back and haunt us because Jamar Chase is clearly capable of huge games. So running it back one more time.
Yeah.
Justin, you might disagree. Wait, hold on. What was his line?
His line was 72.5 yards.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said.
But the odds for him to hit the under on that are minus 115.
Well, the over and under, they're always like about the same. But all right, my second. That's a trap. You might not like this one. It's James Conner.
Yeah, I saw that on your thing, and what's the matchup? Who's he playing?
San Francisco.
Okay.
Good defense, but the same situation. Like decent matchups for the running backs. Like San Francisco hasn't locked down running backs playing against them.
Yeah.
I think it's just going to be a similar situation. I think San Francisco finally has got their feet under them. I think they're going to win this game pretty handedly.
Yeah.
I
think
also,
your take. You go ahead.
Well, I was just saying, fun fact: both him and Chuba Hubbard had the exact same stat line: 18 for 104 and 1.
Oh, that's actually kind of crazy.
The passing, the receiving yards is different, but 18 for 104 and 1 for both of them, and they're both on my. It's a trap player. So
I think this is what you're saying, anyways. But I think it's just with James Conner, it just depends on game script. Because if you give James Conner 20 or more carries, he's gonna have a good game.
Yeah, I mean, say game script, like they were getting blown out by the Commanders last week, and I mean, he still had 18 carries and was good with it. But the Commanders' defense is overall terrible. I think they could be in a similar situation this week, and I think Fred Warner's going to have something to say to him this week. So, sorry, James Conner managers, expect a dip.
Dip on a bit like a chip.
Dip on a bit like a chip. I don't know what that is. Is that actually a song?
That's Seth.
No. Shout out Seth.
That line. It's actually a pretty fire line, I feel like.
All right. Let's run through this. Who's your second? It's a trap.
It's a trap for Chris Olave. He's actually been better than...
I was gonna do that. I had him there, but he scored 11 points last week in our scoring format. So like it wasn't a terrible game. So I'm like, is he gonna do? It wasn't like a great game. It was like kind of middle of the pack. So I was like, is he gonna do worse?
Yeah,
What do
I think that
he's playing the Chiefs.
This might be the worst game to watch this week.
Saints Chiefs, unfortunately.
Yeah. The Chiefs are depleted. They don't have Rashi Rice. Travis Kelce's old, and he's too busy filming Grotesquerie to be training for football. So he sucks. Patrick Mahomes is trying to do it all himself, and he can't. They're not going to score many points, and the Chiefs' defense is elite. They might have the best defense. They're up there for best defense in the league. And the Saints, I think, have just gotten kind of lucky. I don't think that they are as good as they've put on paper. I think that the Cinderella story did end a couple weeks ago, and I think it's going to continue downward. I don't think they're going to have a bounce back game here.
Yeah, maybe they were just a fluke the first few weeks of the year.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. I almost did. I just think the Chiefs, unfortunately, they're just gonna win this game, and their defense is
Oh, they're
great.
100% going to win. Even though
Somehow
they shouldn't have won the first 3 games.
Patrick Mahomes sold his soul to the devil. Andy Reid is probably Satan himself. I have no idea how they keep getting away with this. I'm every time I watch the Chiefs
Dude.
play, I am the meme where it's like, it's what's his name from Breaking Bad, like you can't keep getting away with this every week. Every week,
I
that's
think
me.
that's America right now. I just saw that Andy Reid just now surpassed his amount of wins that he had with the Eagles.
I would love to see the total years that took because I believe
Well,
that
because
because
I'm like, I don't remember the Eagles in the early 2000s like being that good though. Like you realize like the Chiefs have won even with Alex Smith,
hmm
like they've won 12 or 13 games every single season
hmm yeah,
for the last
those Eagles teams were
12
good.
years.
It was
Yeah,
odd.
but like not this good. Like I mean, he must have been there for a long time and I just didn't realize
Yeah, he's probably
because
got a
I
few
don't
more
think it's
years.
counting as head coach. I think it's when he was on the Eagles.
Well, we'll see. I don't know. These
But
I'd hate that cheeseburger eating dickhead. I actually really like the guy, but
I like
I know,
it.
me too. God damn it, I hate the Chiefs. All right, Chris Olave stinking it up. It's a drop.
Yep.
I'm gonna stay with the same mojo here. Xavier Worthy, the other side of the ball.
Yeah.
He finished
Like
with
that pick.
75 yards and a touchdown. Wow, 3 catches, and one
Wow.
was a 54-yard touchdown. Which, granted, he is capable of that. Not saying he's not, but and everyone's like, but he's getting all the work now. Rashi Rice is gone. Yeah, I don't care. Actually,
Yeah,
if
well-
I'm being honest, I think Travis Kelsey is more primed to have a better game in the short to medium range yardage than Rashi Rice is. Or,
Remember when they
Xavier Worthy.
remember when they lost Tyreek Hill and they had this guy on their team and
Mhm.
he was like incredibly fast.
Yeah.
And every now and then he would catch like a 50-yard bomb for a touchdown. And we just thought, this is his time. Tyreek Hill's not there. His name is McCole Hardman. And I think
Exactly.
Xavier Worthy is basically McCole Hardman. I think that they like to have that guy on their team. Actually, I think
now.
McCole Hardman is still on the team.
Yes.
They traded the Jets to get him back last year.
So
So
I think that Xavier Worthy has more potential to not be McCole Hardman than McCole Hardman, but
I think
currently,
he's better at not dropping the ball.
which that is the thing that McCole Hardman does like to do a lot. So I'm just saying, can Xavier Worthy become something? Yes, but I don't think that it's an immediate Xavier Worthy to the moon because Rashi Rice is gone. And he had a great game last week, so I can see the upward momentum piling, but I think it is going to be sorely mistaken. I mean, especially
It's discouraging because he's had a lot of opportunity and he hasn't done anything with it.
no. But he hasn't though. That's my whole point. Like he's had opportunity because he's been the number 2 on the team, but his total involvement is just not there. 4 targets, 3 catches, and 1 was the bomb. If you don't get that, that's it's a 2 for 21 performance game. Granted, he is capable of that, so you can't like completely just discount that. But I don't think that he automatically is going to continue this pace.
I was just saying he's been on the field.
Yeah.
That he's had all the opportunity to get open and he hasn't.
Yeah. So that's that. No, you have
I got one
no?
more.
Yeah.
Kyle, you're not gonna like this one.
Who is it?
Take a guess.
It's a trap. So did they do good last week and they're coming down?
Yeah, they've been pretty good this year.
Yeah, it's Derrick Henry.
Oh no, it's not there.
Ah, damn it. See, I was getting
It's
spicy.
Brian Robinson Jr.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I wanted to just see I just saw that he had a bad matchup, and that was
against the
kind
Browns.
of that's what intrigued me to go and look into it. So I looked into him and in general and like what he's done this year. He's gone back and forth of like having an efficient game, like 5 yards of carry, 2 yards of carry, 5 yards of carry, 2 yards of carry. And he's had a really easy schedule so far. Like all of his matchups have been plus.
Yeah.
So it's a little scary. I I'm interested to see how he handles playing a good defense because last year that's kind of how it was he was pretty decent last year, but he was more of a flex streaming candidate at running back where you put him in against the good matchups and you bench him for the bad ones.
So you tell me, asking for a friend. Same matchup, Amari Cooper in your flex or Brian Robinson.
No. I would still take Brian Robinson just because I think
Amari Cooper is going against Washington's worst defense in the league, or a bad
the,
matchup against Brian Robinson.
the issue is that I just don't like the Browns' offense right now, and the Commanders have probably one of the better offenses at the moment. So
I would argue to believe to say that they have the best offense in football right now. They went what 3 straight games without without
I guess
punting?
Minnesota, but yeah.
I don't even think
No,
Minnesota's
I
done
mean,
that.
that's what I'm saying. Though is like, I'm saying it's a trap. I don't think he'll be efficient in this game, but I still wouldn't be surprised if we got a touchdown.
Yeah.
So I would not bench him for Mark Cooper.
Fair.
I know you have that decision, but
yeah, and I do, but there's a reason Brian Robinson is still in my flex, so we're gonna ride with it.
I typically like to just start running backs over wide receivers in my flex.
Well,
they're just guaranteed more work.
Absolutely. So we'll see. We got a game tonight. We're gonna watch it, and
We shall see.
Do you
I'm
want
excited
to
to
come
watch this game.
back? Maybe. We'll figure out during the game if we want to come
You'll
back.
figure it out.
Yeah. If this video continues right after this,
We'll
then
be promiscuous. We'll keep you guessing here at Last Call Fantasy Football.
promiscuous. Doesn't that have like a sexual undertone? Like, can we be promiscuous?
Promiscuous girl, wherever you are.
Ain't on and on, and it's you that I want. Damn, we're busting out in the song, and it's probably super terrible, like several times
You
in
know
this episode.
what?
But guess what? I got a surprise for you, Mavk.
Damn it.
Aha.
We're not coming back after this game.
No, we are. No, I got a
All right.
surprise. I got a
What's
surprise.
the surprise?
Supposed to do it yesterday, but we were running long, so I was like, you know what? I'll just pump the brakes and we'll do it today because I figured today would be a little bit shorter.
All right.
Oh, we almost forgot the parlay. So, I'll
go over it.
But no, well now I already teased
You're gonna
the
do
surprise.
that. Okay.
So we gotta
Surprise.
do this now. So
Maybe we should do the surprise when we come back.
nah, we'll do it now.
Okay.
All right. Again, I'm gonna test your knowledge.
All right. Test me.
So
I'm
I
ready
know
this time.
you were
I
studying.
think I got 2
you
out
were
of 3
looking.
last time.
You
and
got
I'm
2
gonna
out
get-
of 4, I believe.
Okay. Well, I'm
So,
gonna get it.
and
100%
honestly,
this time.
I don't think you'll get 100. I do think I have 5 situations here. So this is the ground
Okay.
rules. Cue the 70s game show music. Dun, 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 dun,
Dun,
dun,
dun,
dun,
dun,
dun, dun.
dun, 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 dun.
Okay, Indiana
Dun,
Jones.
dun, 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 dun.
All right, guess that player. Simple.
Okay.
I will give you 4 hints. The first hint is the conference in which that player plays. The second hint is their preseason ADP by round. The third hint is their current team's record. And the fourth hint is the current positional ranking. So like the QB 12, RB 7, whatever.
Okay.
All right?
Yep.
I will add your score. So this is how you win. If you
You're
get
subtracting
Yes.
what, like 5 points a player?
Yep, so you can
And then-
start at 10.
Okay.
Wait, so how many do I have? Yeah, that's fine. So start at 10. You get 10 points for each one. So the total of 50.
50. Okay.
And for every hint you need, I take off 2 points. And then if you never get the
Okay.
player, you get 0. So you pass. What should be a passing score?
35.
35? All right, fine. Fine. I'll give it to you. I don't know if I should. Do.
Is 35 not a good score? I feel like that's pretty good.
Yeah, okay, I'll be nice. So 35. So the first player, I'm naming their total stat line for the year. This is what they have:
Okay.
55 carries, 224 yards, 1 rushing touchdown, 15 receptions for 94 yards. No receiving touchdowns. Who is this player?
244 yards.
Yeah, 224 yards, 55 carries with 1 rushing touchdown, along with 15 catches for 94.
You didn't say it's no receiving touchdowns?
No receiving touchdowns.
All right. Bijan Robinson.
Damn. See, that's why I gave you the easy one first, because I figured if he was going to guess, if he was going to get one like fully, it would be someone where he's stared at his numbers and knows exactly what his talent is. Yes,
Well, I was like, that's pretty good. But no receiving, 1 touchdown. I was like, yeah, that lines up.
Yeah. But ultimately, the hint, so he is in the NFC. He was a first-round ADP. The team's record is 2-2, and he's the RB21 in our scoring right now. So, all right, bro. All right, so you got a great shot at getting 35 now that you got 10.
That's pretty good now. Yeah, I didn't expect to not have to use a hint on any of them. On you know what I mean.
Honestly,
I thought I would have to use 4 hints per person.
Yeah, I don't even know if I would have gotten Bijan Robinson off that. I just figured since he was your player, you might have stared at them and be like, more. I want more.
My first guess was Kenneth Walker, and then I
he had 3
knew
touchdowns.
Then I was just thinking about the touchdowns, and I was like, well, who's been similar to Kenneth Walker without the touchdowns?
Gotcha. All right, so there's your 10. Ding, ding, ding. Dickhead, ding. All right. Number 2. This player has 73 carries, 258 yards, 5 rushing touchdowns, with 13 receptions, 93 yards, and 1 receiving touchdown.
Okay. David Montgomery.
No, you don't get to guess. You get 1 guess.
I only get 1 guess?
Yeah, because that's why you have the hints.
Oh, wow. That makes that Bijan guess pretty gangster, honestly.
Well, I guess I didn't say that beforehand.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, because if I give you can't guess a player and then keep moving down.
I was wrong then?
Yes, it was not David Montgomery.
Okay, well, okay.
All right, so you want the first hint?
Okay, yeah.
All right.
The first one.
The NFC. This player's in the NFC.
Okay, so it's 73 carries.
Yep, 258 yards, 5 touchdowns, 13 receptions, 93 and 1. I should have put the graphic of this up on the screen knowing that you can't see it.
5 touchdowns. NFC.
13 receptions for 93 and 1 as well.
I'll take a second hit.
ADP, he was the 2nd round ADP player. I almost made this the final hint because I feel like it gives it away more.
Yeah.
But only with the guys towards the top. It's tough to pick like in the middling rounds, like pick them out of a lineup.
All right. I'm ready to guess.
All right. Who is it?
I have 2 players, but I'm just going to go with my gut. I think it's Kyron Williams.
Ding, 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 ding.
Let's
there
go.
You go. All right. So you get 6 points. 6 points for that one. Yeah. Kyron Williams. I figured the mass amount of touchdowns and the 2nd round ADP hint.
When you said NFC, I was like, crap, maybe this is Kenneth Walker.
Yeah.
You can tell Kenneth Walker's on my mind of that.
I think it would be if he was on my team too. But yeah, so I started these off easier to harder.
Okay.
Because like I tried, there was those 2 identifiers. One
I just
was
didn't
like,
realize he had that many carries. That was what kind of threw me off. So I was like, oh my gosh, who's had that many carries?
Had 18 more carries than Bijan, a whole game's worth than Bijan. So
it's crazy.
All right, the 3rd, guess that player. This player has 31 targets on the season for 20 receptions, 200 receiving yards, and 2 receiving touchdowns.
How many receiving yards?
200 through
Okay,
4
so
games.
this player's not super good. That's only 50 yards a game. 5 catches for 50 yards a game. Sounds pretty familiar, to be honest. All right, I'll take the first hint.
NFC.
Okay, well, that takes who I was thinking of.
Aha.
Um,
Actually, I don't like that. I don't want you to rule out.
yeah, I thought I had that one.
I don't think I went that hard with these. Just give myself a little buffer when you get them all.
Yeah. Sorry, how many touchdowns? 2?
2.
Okay.
Ding, ding, ding.
All right, I'll take the second.
He was a 2-3 turn ADP. 2-3 turn
right.
in the average draft position. Come on.
All right, I think I'm ready.
Think you're ready? You're not going to take the team record hint? You can take
You
the
know
team
what?
record
Yeah,
hint.
because I don't want to get 0 points here. I'll take the team record.
All right. 2-2. The team is 2-2.
All right, I'm ready.
All right. Tell me.
I think it's Chris Olave.
Booyah! Nope, you're wrong.
Dang it.
Got him. Damn, I thought you were really going to get it. Close.
Devon Smith.
No, it's Drake London. We talked about
Man.
this. That you said it sounded familiar. We had talked about this. We said he was averaging around 5
When I said that, I was
catches
thinking
for
Garrett
60
Wilson.
yards. And I thought that would be the one that you figured out, but you know he only scored 1 touchdown so far this year.
Yeah.
So, you get 0 points. Well,
Yeah, I didn't think Drake London had 2 touchdowns. Kind of why I didn't even come to mind.
all right. So, I'm going to cut you a break because right now you would need to get both of these right with no hints to get 36. So,
I thought 35 was a pretty good number.
me too. I was like, no, that's too easy. But okay. So, how about this? So, there's 2 left. You can get a total. So, if you get half, 26 wins it.
Okay.
So 50 points total. So we'll call it even. We'll call it even 25. All right. This player has 22 targets, 17 catches, 336 yards, and 2 receiving touchdowns. Also has 6 rushing attempts for 91 yards and a score.
$17 catches through 4 games.
17 for 336 and 2.
High volume.
6 rushing attempts for 91 and a score
Rushing
as well.
attempts. You said he had 300 yards?
Yep, 336 yards.
That's a lot of yards.
2 touchdowns, 6 attempts for 91 and 1 on the ground. Do you want to take a stab at it, or would you like to know which conference this player plays in?
I think
Walk me through it.
I am pretty confident that I know who it is.
Ooh.
Well, I'll take the first hint.
Well, hold on, because if you get 10 here, you get it right, you win. That gives you 26 right here. But if you don't get it,
Then I have no
then
shot.
you have no shot. So
Yeah, so I'll keep myself in the game.
All right, he's in the NFC as well.
Oh, man, that just confirms what I was thinking.
Well, you only lose 2 if you guess here. That'll put you at 24. Right? Yeah, 8. Yeah. 10 plus 6 is 16 plus 8, 24. Then you only need to just guess it right. You can run through all the hints on the final one if you guess it here.
No, I'll take the last hint.
Well, no, you
Or
get
the next hint.
All right, ADP, 8th round ADP.
8th round. Oh.
See, the ADP hint was easier with Bijan, Kyron, and Drake London because they're at the top, and we all know who
Yeah, the
sits at
guy
the
I was
top.
thinking of was around the 5th round.
We're guessing players. Guess that motherfucking dude.
I really only got one guy in my head. And if it is him, then we mad that I just didn't guess him.
Well, because so right now you're at 6 points, so that'll put you. So you'll need what is that? 6, 12. So you need 3. So 4 essentially. So you can get down to the third hint and still get it. On the
There's
final.
no other. I don't think there's another. I don't think you're gonna really open my eyes to anybody with these hints. So,
Yeah, I mean, team record might.
I'll just take the. I'll take my guess.
Okay.
I think it's Jaden Reed.
Good job.
Damn it! That was my first guess.
I
like,
knew
from
it
the
was.
line.
I knew it was. I knew it was. And I was like, oh, please don't guess it. Yes. So you get 4 points for Mr. Jaden Reed. I thought for sure the rushing yards would give it away.
Yeah, it did. But then I was like, I didn't know if he had that many rushing yards though.
Well, he scored on a 54-yard
Yeah.
rushing touchdown. So,
Yeah. As soon as you said NFC, I was like, oh, it's Jaden Reed for sure.
all right. So I'm still in this. We got 20. So you only get 2 hints if you want to win.
Okay.
2 hints. And this
Got
one's the
this.
toughest one yet. So
Not for me.
I gave you like plausible ones. I didn't want to like not have you get it at all because getting players by just their stat line is pretty tough. So, all right, this player has passed for 1,182 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions. Also, 16 carries for 74 yards and 1 rushing touchdown. Who am I? Who's slanging that rock? For 1182, 4 touchdowns with 4 picks, and 16 carries for 74 and 1.
You said 16 carries?
Yep.
For how many yards?
74. Walk me through it.
Obviously it's a Russian quarterback. There's not very many that have passed very well.
Yeah, because I mean, I'll help you out because the total yardage is tough. So like let's divide that out. So 1182 divided by
I'll take my
4,
first hint.
4 games. So he averages 295 passing yards a game.
Yeah, I'll take my first hint.
All right. NFC. Once again, I noticed every single player was in the NFC.
Oh, wow, okay.
I know. Unintentional.
Well, I'm glad I took that hint because I was going to guess somebody from the AFC.
Were you thinking Lamar?
It was Lamar and Josh Allen. It was Lamar at first, and then I was like, no, it has to be Josh Allen with that amount of passing yards.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, now I have it down to 2 players, and I'm pretty confident in that.
All right. Well, you got two more hints to if you want to win.
Okay, and then the ADP is the next hint.
Yep.
I'll take it.
All right. Undrafted. I mean, he has an ADP, but it was undrafted, essentially. Threw a wrench in there, didn't I, boy?
No, I think that made it. It made me think about somebody I hadn't thought about. So I'm glad I got that hint.
You got one more hint. The team record. If you got a few options, that might break some ties.
But I can't take another hint, right? If I want to win.
No, because then that would give you 4 if you guess, and then all you need is. Oh no, I guess you can't.
Okay, I know who it is.
All right, who is it?
It's Sam Darnold.
Light the fireworks. Celebrate. I am the king. No, it is not Sam Darnold.
Oh, what?
No, it is not Sam Darnold.
Was Jalen...
I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna get you keep going since we're
Okay, I thought it was
workshopping
Baker.
this.
It was Baker Mayfield or Sam Darnold for me.
No, okay. So I'll give you that. So the team record's 3-1.
Is it Jane Daniels?
No, it is not. His current positional ranking is the QB 8. We didn't even get to those other hints. He's the QB 8. Undrafted. NFC quarterback whose team is 3-1. Averages 295.5 passing yards a game, but also has only 4 passing touchdowns with 4 picks, with 16 carries, 74 yards, and 1 touchdown.
Daniel Jones?
No, I told you this one was tough.
That one is tough. I'm super confused.
Yeah, those are
like
good
I'm about
guesses. Honestly, Daniel Jones, I would probably think that's about accurate stat line, minus the passing yards. Maybe Malik. Nah. Anyways,
when you said NFC, I was like, it's got to be Sam Darnold.
Nope. One more final
Because
guess.
of the passing yards, but
You haven't said him yet. Out of all of those,
what's his conference? That's the last
NFC.
hint, right?
no, I already gave that to you. That was the first hint.
Well, I meant division. My bad.
Oh. No, I can't give you the division.
Man. NFC.
I'll tell you a former team that this player played for. Used to play for the Jets.
Geno Smith.
Yeah, there you go, my boy.
Yeah.
Geno Smith.
Damn. Yeah, he wasn't even on my radar.
I know. That's tough. I mean, his stats got boosted way up from this past Lions
I
game.
almost said Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah, bro, he's slinging that thing.
Not even playing.
No, he's the backup on the Jets, though, ironically.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there you go. Geno Smith. So you get grand total of 0 points for that. You got 20. 20 out of a possible 50 with that.
Cool.
And
I'm gonna have to save that and try you next week.
First of all, I came
That
up
was
with that
hard.
scoring and that whole system on the fly just now. I didn't even have any scoring system. I was just
my
going to
God.
say if you get the majority of them, if you got 3 out of 5. But I like that more. I think that was fun.
I did get 3 out of 5.
Yeah, but not from our scoring rules. I win.
It's rigged.
It is
He's the
rigged.
Chiefs.
Except you created the
You-
scoring. So
You've lived long enough to become the villain.
I have. But yeah, that was good. That filled up the rest of our time. We're at 58 minutes now. So I was kind of banking on us running through the other stuff real quick so I could do that. But yeah, do you want to run through the parlay real quick? And then we'll see if we want to hop back later tonight or no.
Yeah, let's run through it.
All right, run through it, J-Bo. What is locked and loaded, guaranteed to get you $80?
Yeah, I had to push and prod Kyle to take.
Well, because we had a few
We had the
fundamental
Josh Jacobs
differences.
bet.
Yeah, we had a few fundamental differences in opinion on a couple games. So
Yeah.
these are for Sundays and one Monday player, I believe.
Yep, and at first we did the Thursday game, but then we realized that you guys would already know when you're watching this. What happened.
For sure.
All right. So the first bet is Deebo Samuel to have over 52.5 receiving yards. Which I feel
Money.
pretty confident about that. And then the next one is for Deebo to have an anytime touchdown. Pretty confident about that because it can be rushing or receiving.
Mm-hmm.
And
And I told you, my bet the house.
160.
I bet the house. Deebo Samuel is best performance of the year with a bonus of 1 rushing touchdown. It's coming. That's money.
That would
Especially with a
make
line
our-
of 54 yards for Deebo. Come on, man. Come
Yeah.
on. Come on.
This is probably the hardest one for us to get, I believe. Stephon Diggs over 55.5 receiving yards.
My
Definitely
bet the house.
capable.
Stephon Diggs is going over 100. So when that's the line for me personally, 54 and a half yards, that's a smash lock.
Definitely capable of doing that, and I think it's gonna be a high scoring game. So I'm in.
Mhm.
And then we have Jordan Addison over 38.5.
Bet the house.
Um,
I said Jordan Addison was
yeah,
outscoring Justin Jefferson, and if outscoring Justin Jefferson is only 34 receiving yards, then holy hell, the Jets dominated. So,
yeah, yeah. I like that one too. Sauce will be on Justin Jefferson for show, and then this one is pretty much my bet the house. Uh, Jamar Chase under 72.5 receiving yards.
he hasn't done
Like
it
we
in the
said,
last 2 games against the
he had 2
Ravens.
games last season, and he had 43, which is only half of that.
Mm-hmm.
So, see if he can
So,
get
what are the odds? What is it? Plus 1,500?
yeah,
Something like
yeah,
that?
1,599.
Yeah. So, we want to throw a cool $5 on there.
Yeah,
Win some
10
money with
bucks
us.
wins 160.
Yeah. It'll be a good
Wait.
time. So,
Yeah.
that's it from us right now. Whether or not you guys see the little intro transition video after this
Yep.
depends on whether or not we come back or not. But if we don't see you,
Then
like the video.
enjoy the games, like the video,
Like the games, enjoy
subscribe.
the video.
Subscribe to Apple Podcasts.
Yeah, I'm gonna start putting those out
Download all
there.
our episodes.
Yeah, I've got it all set up. I just have to
My
upload them.
Venmo is cold fry curry. Um,
We accept Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, Zelle.
yeah,
For any reason, no particular reason at all. We'll accept your money. So
charity.
my bank account's a charity at this point. I'm taking all that comes my way.
We'll
With that
do
being
good
said,
work with that.
yeah, we'll make more of these videos, and maybe some better quality. Maybe invest in
Yeah.
some new software. Get some. I want to get some sound effects going. I want a
Yes,
stream
dude.
deck.
I was just thinking about that.
I know. I almost
Because I know why you're thinking that too.
why.
Because of a certain podcast that will not be named on this show.
Well, I wanted some sound effects to just like amp up the. I
Yeah,
don't know. Just
That'd
give
be
it some
cool.
spice. So I'll look.
I don't
into
know
it.
how to do that, but that'd
Me
be
neither, but we gonna learn. We gonna develop. We gonna grow. So, as always, like the video, subscribe, and don't miss a last call for fantasy football. Deuces.
Yeah.